I went over to their house after they were already asleep.
It seemed like any other day.
I'll stop now. I'll let you tell the story.
And
Jason!
I'm a kid who, when I get scared, I sweat. So I'm sweating like shit, right? So today we're gonna be telling you guys some childhood stories.
Yep.
Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight.
So guys, here's the situation.
We're lazy fucks, and we don't want to do YouTube anymore.
It's been crazy, man, doing this YouTube stuff and school at the same time. But we're having a good time.
I
and
completely
today
understand why a lot of YouTubers drop out of college when they decide they want to do YouTube forever.
Today is the month of Spoop, and everybody's sort of hopping on that train. My home, back where my parents live, is already completely decked out with Halloween decorations.
Halloween.
Halloween. I know, I felt the art. Halloween is the word you get when you try to say Halloween, but your mouth is too tired.
Yeah, he just woke up like 10 minutes ago.
So, the thing is, the more you sleep, the taller you get. And that's where Brendan f***s up. So anyway, today we're gonna be telling you just some like creepy Halloweenish type themed. It doesn't have to take place in Halloween stories from our childhood. Like, what's the scariest story from your childhood? And I thought that would be fun for us to share with you guys. When Brendan tells stories, he takes for f***ing ever. So I think you're gonna go first.
Give me a little scary piano editor, man. That's also me. I'm also just the one who edits it.
Well, yeah, but I do audio sometimes.
You do audio sometimes.
We don't know.
Behind the scenes with Jake and Brendan.
Actually, yeah.
F***ing pose with me. Okay, I was babysitting my little cousins, right? And this was when, you know, one of them was like 5 and the other was like 2. I went over to their house after they were already asleep.
It seemed like any other day.
And all I had to do was sit there and make sure that nothing weird happened while they were asleep. Lots of weird shit happened. I turn on the TV. For the first 30 minutes, everything is fine. Nothing weird's going on. And then the TV goes off. The remote's on the other couch. Nothing, you know, it just turned off. Turn the TV back on. Another 10 minutes goes by. TV turns off. It wouldn't turn back on for like just me press the power button. So then I changed the batteries in the remote. Still wouldn't turn back on. And then for some reason I had a really brilliant idea of just putting the original batteries back in the TV remote. And it did. It worked that time. Right? I'm watching Ted, right? I'm trying to have a good night watching a movie about a teddy bear that does drugs. So I sit back down and I'm starting to feel a little bit weird, right? And then I hear thumping going on upstairs. Can you make like a thumping noise? Faster, but yeah, that. And so I go up and I check on the kids. And the 2-year-old's still in her little kind of play pack crib thing. The 5-year-old's still in his bed. You know, like nothing's going on. Now here's where it starts to get really scary for me. The TV turns off once more. The second the TV turns off, their dog, they have a dog. The dog climbs up and sits on the couch and then stares extremely intently at a chair across the room. Just stares at it. Then there's thumping. And then the dog starts barking at that chair. This dog's not a dumb dog. Like, it's trained. It's a house-trained dog. It can do a couple tricks. It's not a dumb dog at all. But it's barking at an empty chair. I didn't know what to do. And the TV was off. And I heard thumping again. And so I'm like, okay, let me put the kids first, right? I will start walking to the stairs. I hear someone call my name. Brendan? Now, if this is really a haunted house type story, it could have been in my paranoid ass head where this happened. But I very well remember hearing my name being called.
By one of the kids?
By what? I don't know. Because when I went upstairs to check on the kids, they're both still asleep. And they only have one dog. I really thought I was about to get dragged down the stairs by this unknown entity. I went back downstairs. I turned Ted back on. And I just sat there and I just gripped on the armrest of the chair that I was sitting on. And the dog, I kid you not, just stared at that chair the rest of the night. About 2 hours later, my aunt came home. Dog goes to sleep. Like, just walks to his dog bed and goes to sleep.
Yo, you were unwanted in that house.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good story.
It was real, like,
I didn't expect you to have a good story prepared. Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts, but I was really susceptible to being scared as a kid. This story, basically, I watched Friday the 13th with my friend
Jason?
Anthony. And
No,
so,
Jason.
well, is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Don! We're to play, and there's a character named Jason.
And I go,
His
Jason! My character says, Jason! I'll stop now. I'll let you tell the story.
And
Jason!
we watched Friday the 13th. And it was like one of the first real horror movies I had ever watched. I got that feeling that people who get scared of horror movies get when they are getting scared, and you can tell you're gonna feel it later.
I feel it all the time.
You don't feel just scared, you feel a little bit sick. Anthony goes home, and I go to bed. And I had just recently moved into staying in my own bedroom. So I'm in my bed, and all of a sudden I hear something. I hear a little crunching sound, right? Bones crunching, like small animal bones, like a guinea pig getting eaten by a large rabbit with teeth like fangs. A fanged rabbit.
Do rabbits eat?
Banicula.
I loved Banicula.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing. I
back.
did like 6 book reports on it in the 4th grade.
I start to hear this crunching sound. And it sounds like it's coming from inside the walls. And I'm a kid who, when I get scared, I sweat. So I'm sweating like shit, right? And I think to myself, because I had so many times in my life so far, psyched myself out into hearing and seeing things that weren't there. So I was like, this isn't here. And bro, it is consistent crunching, bone crunching sounds. It's real. But then I had a thought to myself. I was like, I'll go to my parents' bedroom. No, the monster's gonna get me the second I open my door. If I tell my parents that there's this crunching sound and they don't hear it, I'm gonna kill myself. My brother collects swords, I'll just fall on one, right? And it's getting louder too, to top it off. Finally, I go into my parents' bedroom, and I was like, hey, I'm sweating. I'm like, I don't know how to say this, but it sounds like there's like bones crunching in the walls. My mom comes into my bedroom, my dad doesn't, and there's pause. And I'm like, come on, f***ing do the thing, f***ing do it. Shh, shh. And I'm like, did you hear that? And my mom's like, yes. What the hell is that? She gets freaked out. And then we get my dad, good old Eddie, bring him down the hall. Mosey's on, in his boxers. He listened. Strokes his goatee. He's like, oh yeah, we got rats. I forgot to tell you about that. We got rats in the attic. What a shame. I'll put some poison out tomorrow.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween month, guys. Let's try to do a few more creepy themed videos this month for you guys. We'll definitely be doing that kind of stuff on our personal channels. So if you have not subscribed to my channel as well as Brendan's channel, you can check them out either in the description below or on the homepage of the ViewPoints channel. You know what that means, like the sidebar there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to share this and subscribe if you have not already. Drop us a like if you had a good time.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. We have a lot of fun making these videos, and we will see you guys very, very soon.
Bye! Can you just turn off the camera because I'm comfortable?